so I keep getting asked about the AFK team, and honestly, I've heard Archon AFK team, and I'm gonna be honest, I really don't see how this isn't the best AFK team. Sure, it's not entirely like, oh, press E skill, get off the team, but I still think that it's probably gonna be the best AFK team, because all you have to do is go against it, and then you're done. And then you just do the rotation a little bit, and then you're done. So, yeah. Let's go ahead. I'm going to abandon challenge. I don't even know what team that is. So, the reason why Zhongli is on this team, by the way, is just because, well, if we're going to be AFK, I don't want to move. So, like, well, why? You know, there's only one option here. We have to have a shielder. I'm not going to move. We have to have a shielder, and that shielder is probably going to be Zhongli. And perfect for the HP. All right, so how do I start this? I think we probably start off like this, right? So we go ahead and we start like this, right? Well, yeah, sure. We're doing great. And then we do this. All right. No moving. We can't move. Let's see. 140,000, by the way. That's insane. That is insane. We just got to wait, I guess, until the shield runs out. All right. We are, the shield has run out. I guess, okay. Okay. Hold on. We gotta think about this. So it seems like we're not going to be able to apply Pyro enough to activate Shieldin a second time. So let's go ahead. Let's try it out. I mean, we can do it on this team. I love being AFK so much that the switch delays. I don't really understand why that happens. But hey, let's go ahead. Of course, we got this. And yeah, not moving. No moving, chat. No moving. Yeah, we can see Fiorina, she's dealing damage, right? She's dealing damage. You know, my Mavuika not really doing the best, if I'm being entirely honest. All right, we gotta wait up a little bit on that one. I wanted to do this. All right, yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great. All right, let's go ahead. Boom, and then we're back to Zhongli with the damage here. 117 now, kind of lower than what we previously had used. Okay, we are, okay, wow, okay, I was not expecting that. We're gonna have to heal now. Let's go ahead, do that. Yeah, definitely gonna have to heal. Let's go ahead, boom. Oh, and we're done. Okay, well, how fast did that clear? That is a C2 Mavuika. A minute, you know? It did do a whole minute. All right, now, AFK team, right? You know, AFK team, let's try out, because I was highly recommended the Archon AFK team, which I don't necessarily know what that is, but I'm assuming it has something like this. You just, all the off-field damage dealers, let me actually set it up in terms of an actual rotation that we would do. So, Archon's off-field damage is very prevalent in them. I mean, even Zhongli. Venti is the only character who doesn't have off-field damage, and even then you can kind of consider his burst an off-field damage type deal, although it's not really meant to be like that, right? It's meant to be sort of a, you know, suction, right? It's a little weird thing, you know, but as you can see, all of these characters have off-field damage on their E-skills, except for, you know, this. And now we have this, and they're just gonna have the AFK team. Let's go. Let's see how strong this is, or can be. Not really seeing tremendous things, and we died. Okay. So true AFK, not very plausible. Just automatically gotta say that. Not very plausible, the true AFK method. Character skill damage, elemental skill damage. That is actually very, very strong. Let's go ahead and do this. You shouldn't have any issues vaping on, you know, Mavuika's E skill, or Q skill, I mean. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, I guess we'll do that. And yeah, okay. All right, so it's a little bit of an AFK team. You kind of have to, like, dodge and stuff. We're still hitting 60,000, right? We're hitting 60,000. Everything's working out for us. Let's go ahead, start this off again. You know, Auroron could be a part of this team. Let's be real. Auroron could have been a part of this team. He's just not. So that's one thing. All right, AFKing, you know, just quick AFK chat. Quick AFK. One thing you got to talk about is that there is no... dude, that actually, it kind of works if you use Raiden. It kind of does. All right, well, I kind of messed that up. I can dap that one, you know, immediately switch into Mavuika and just dead. All right, so not necessarily great in terms of the Archon AFK team. However, that gave me another idea possibly for AFK, and that is this. I said this and I was like not prepared at all to actually click the character. That is this team. Let's go ahead and see what this is. I think this will be better for us overall because I don't think it'll get in the way of us doing damage or anything. So let's pick max HP. Let's go ahead. Fiorina, do your stuff. Let's go. E skill, Q skill. Boom. All of them are gone. Well, almost all of them. Never mind. Okay. So now we're AFKing. The AFK is high right now. You know, it's just great. Great AFK right here. You know me. AFK just high, maximum AFK. All right. Boom. 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 More AFK. Yeah. And then yeah, we have that stuff. And yeah, let's go away from that. All right. I mean, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're getting the electric charge. We're getting all the stuff. Yep. And we're doing good, you know? And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this. Yeah. And then we're going to have to do this. And that'll be that. And that. And this. And okay. Raiden, don't die. Raiden, don't. All right. She burned alive. But AFK worked. It worked. And, it did clear basically within the same time as the Shilonen variant. So, hey, you say whatever you want about that, you know? So, it's up to you guys. Honestly, it's all right. This is part of the reason why I would like Mizuki, because as you see, a lot of the AFK teams that I'm running here, I'm not using a healer, right? I guess I could use Kokomi, but then she needs to hit to heal, right? I could use Shilonen, obviously. She heals, right? You know, it's a little weird how I would be able to do anything in terms of like, because like Mizuki, you're not attacking at all. That is the true AFK playstyle. You're not attacking at all. You do have to move, so not technically the true AFK playstyle, but I think it'll be the closest we get because right now, I mean, I was using Zhongli and I had his shield up, right? Yeah, you could use the same sort of deal, right? We could go ahead and we can do this, right, with all of the bursts and stuff, even though I don't necessarily think it's, you know, gonna be the best, but you can go ahead and you can use this and this will work, right? Like this works, and then you got this, and then you do this, and now you just AFK the rest because Mavuika should still vape on every single one of these hits. Did I not use her E-skill? I guess I didn't use her E-skill. I didn't even realize that. Let's go ahead and just consume a little bit of Night Soul points, you know, nothing to see here. All right, so we do this. We hold the thing. I think my Mavuika, or not my Mavuika, but my Zhongli is still on an AFK build. So, or not an AFK, the AFK build, man. The AFK Zhongli build, you know me. All right. So we're still going. Mavuika, you know, it only took me 5 years to learn that Mavuika was not, you know, using her E-skill. But hey, let's go ahead, use this up again. Let's do this, and boom. Oh, we missed. Okay. Well, chat. We're hitting 67,000. We're going to go under a minute here. Not necessarily what you like to see, but it is something we're going to see because, well, that sucks. You know, it's what you got to deal with. And, yeah, honestly, the AFK team's not exactly, great. Like, their off-field damage basically is carrying them. And I sort of did a video like this earlier with the Fiorina plus Mavuika, you know, variant. But I think overall, you know, and that was Shilonen, and that generally was like, oh, you could carry basically anything. But there are specific, like, people like to do, you know, AFK teams where, you know, they use, you can use whoever you want. Like, you could use Fischl. Like, you could go full off-field damage. Like, if you wanted, like, true, like, as best off-field damage as you could get without, like, having a proper main DPS. I mean, Mavuika's there, but, you know, you could also go ahead, and I'm really struggling to think of who the other character would be. I don't really know. I mean, maybe Shangling, but, like, Shangling would need so much energy recharge, and that's just painful, right? Yeah, the only other character I can think of is Raiden. It is the only other character. So you have this sort of team that you would go in with, right? You'd have just massive off-field damage, right? You could even just specifically choose, like, oh, we're not going to use Mavuika's Q, right? You could choose that, right? You could choose that, and you'd have all the abilities to, you know, go ahead and dominate, just as you can see here, as it is happening here. And, I mean, this does work. You know, the team, it's taken care of itself, right? We are doing good. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do this, right? Just no issues showing up here at all for us. let's go ahead, restart, and Fiorina will generate particles every single time she scores a crit hit once Favonius, refreshes. And I mean, that is going to be very much so strong for our team, right? So that's something that I definitely like. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to use Mavuika. I messed up. I'm sorry, chat. I know this run wasn't supposed to have Mavuika's Q in it, but, it did. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, ow, yeah, that's one thing. This guy attacks you, and then it's like, oh, well, Burgeon. Or not that. It's, yeah, it's the thing. Let's go ahead. Boom. And we'll grab that, and, okay, we could use Fischl's Q, but I'm going to be lazy about it and just wait for it, right? All right. Ow. Okay. All right. Get out of here. Get out of here. Realistically, you didn't need to do that. Yeah, realistically, we could have just, let's just do that. All right, so let's see what happens when I start using Raiden and, Mavuika's Qs, which I think will be very much so useful. So let's go ahead and do that, all right? Go ahead, grab this. All right, sweet. Okay, let's see how much damage or how fast we can do this rotation. So this is gonna, okay, that did hit him. Okay, it's cool. All right, so now we're gonna once again go into Fiorina for the crit hits, right? We're gonna wait. Ow, we're gonna hope that we don't die. Yeah. So the one thing about this team though is that we don't have a healer, so that's really holding us back. So this is also C3 Raiden, right? Yeah, honestly, I really like the Shieldin variant of this. Like, I could use this as a Raiden team and just have the Shieldin variant sort of, do this. And obviously my Mavuika is not critting a lot because she is not on, or she's on Favonius Codex, which honestly, on a team like this, you definitely wouldn't want, because she can do way more damage, because like that first initial hit that we're doing isn't really a lot. It's not a lot comparatively to if we just crit on every single hit, and we should be done. Yep, there you go. All right, so off-field damage, it works, right? You can do that as your team. I'm not just doing a single normal attack here. I'm just letting my summons sort of go ahead and, attack the enemy, which, I mean, it's a viable strategy, I feel like, if you want to build a team like that. It's a very fun team, I would say. I like those kind of teams. I do like, when the team sort of, you don't even need to really do anything, right? If I was serious about this would be the team that I would use, and I would just have Mavuika and, Fiorina do their things, and this would be the team I do. Off-field damage would just buff. I would just survive, right? If I just, like, it's a breath of fresh air, I think, is over, like, normal teams that are just like, oh, Arlecchino, go and normal attack. Mavuika, go and charge attack. Do that specific combo, otherwise you're not going to get your melts. So yeah, this is just a breath of fresh air overall, comparatively to, proper DPS teams that, you have to support them up, and then, that's basically the entire thing. Like, realistically, you just sort of play every team the same. It's generally just down to the DPS's playstyle as to how you play the game, right? And that's generally how, because like Nevi, you're going to sit there, you're going to hold your charge attack, and you're going to just fire at him, right? You're going to, there are some, attack you can use your Q right before you like land on your, charge attack. So you kind of want to do that. You want to do charge attack, then Q, then, your faster animations like that for Nevi. However, other than that, I mean, like, there isn't much variation as to like playing a team, whereas this is like a very much so you are differently playing the team, especially if you are, using more characters that just do off-field damage instead of Zhongli and Shieldin. I like it. I think it's fun. It works, right? Obviously, I do have C2 Mavuika and C1 Fiorina and C2 Shieldin when I was, using Shieldin. But overall, I mean, you could also just use the character, right? You could just use Raiden in the first slot here, have her recover everyone's energy and stuff, and then you could go ahead. And then you could go ahead and have Fiorina and Mavuika and maybe Fischl, right? And they can do their damage and stuff, and that would work very, very good. Overall, yeah, I like the team. You play differently comparatively to everything else in the game, which I think it's something that eventually people will want to do, because eventually people will realize, yeah, I'm kind of just playing the same team, but with a different DPS, basically. And that's kind of what the game, is about. But, overall, so yeah, I would give this a highly recommend. You should try this. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. And if you really enjoyed the video, feel free to become a member. You get videos 8 hours early. There's a couple of member exclusive videos that I have right now. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Bye.